the road.
Hey everybody, it is Alex Eves. I am here in the reused box truck. It's got some different decorations today, but it's on theme with what I'm going to talk about. So from 2000 to 2007, which I consider kind of my former life, I was the touring merchandiser for some rock bands like Pilfers, 311, Anti-Flag, Darkest Hour, Huey Lewis and the News. It was touring with these bands and selling their merchandise that led me to start Stay Vocal and ultimately turn it into a reuse apparel brand. While I haven't worked in the music industry directly for quite a long time, I still keep connected in various ways, whether it's t-shirt collaborations or going to see the band when they're in town, different things like that. So when the pandemic hit last year, it just really hit home with me, and I couldn't fathom what that must be like. Like, it's hard enough to be on the road for weeks on end and then come off and live your normal life, but to tour for years and years and then just have nothing, it was crazy. And I really wanted to help out in some way, especially for the crew members, because bands are able to figure out ways to perform. They've been doing such a great job, but the crew just hasn't been able to work. So I knew I had to do something. I just wasn't quite sure. But coincidentally, right before the pandemic hit, I had become friends with Gabby Chef.
For the past 15 years, I have been working in the live events industry, and for the past several of those, I have been touring full-time as a lighting designer, director, and technician for concerts. I've had the opportunity to work with bands such as Heart, the Waterboys, more recently on the lighting crew for Pink.
And after many coffee-fueled text exchanges and conversations, we finally came upon a collaboration idea.
In designing this Making Music Happen t-shirt, I really wanted to honor the work that goes into making each of those shows happen. When you go see your favorite band play, there are dozens of people behind the scenes making sure that your artist looks good, sounds good, that their hair and makeup are on point, that you've got great shirts to buy after the show, and that your artist is getting safely from city to city on those tour buses. And if you never see any of us, that means we're doing our jobs really well. Each of the little figures under there holding up the stage is modeled after one of my tour family, one of my colleagues, but I wanted to make sure that we could see anybody in those people. There are folks from all kinds of diverse backgrounds, skill sets, and capabilities who are there to make those shows go off without a hitch. I'm incredibly proud of our community for supporting each other, for rallying, and for doing what we do best, adapting.
This is quite a meaningful design for me, as I'll be able to give back to an industry that gave so much to me and set me forth on a path that I'm on today. And in recent weeks, it became, unfortunately, even more important when I lost somebody from a touring family. And it was that incident that just made me realize how devastating this past year has been for touring crew members and roadies. And I just really glad that I'll be able to do something. Gabby and I will be donating $10 from the sale of every one of these shirts to various roadie charities that benefit both financial and mental health. You can learn more about this design, Gabby Chef, and the charities that we're donating to at stayvocal.com. And if you can, please pick one of these shirts up and help these heavily affected individuals whose work you surely have enjoyed over the years. Thanks, everybody.
It was Roadies, they win last name, most security ever. Winning the Pennywise guys let me in.
I'm leaving. Making a movie, asshole? Yeah.
He's making a movie.
Alright.
What are you doing?
You guys, we going to do a break?